It's tanking. Seeing some opportunities. Honestly, I shouldn't even be talking to you guys. I should be buying these opportunities. Today, that's what we're here to talk about. How to make money, how to get rich in this current bull market, okay? It looks like it's a bear market right now, but obviously it's still a bull market. Don't let this day scare you. Don't get all upset that your stocks are down a little bit today. All right, we're going to talk about how to get rich. So bear with me. I'm going to wait for a few people to join up and put a title on this and all kinds of stuff like that. Today I have the motorcycle out. Yes, it was covered in snow. But the snow defrosted, and now I'm driving it around. And I'm making some eggs. Hopefully we don't burn the eggs again. Remember what happened last time. Burned up the eggs. Do I have a good... Why stocks are crashing? Yeah, I'll use this one. It's the funny one, guys. Gold is 41.55 right now. 41.55. Yeah, guys, remember, when the markets are going up, sometimes they just give you a day or two here and there to take the profits. And when the markets go down, they might only give you a day or two to buy, you know. This might be one of those days. Yeah, I'm just saying. Highly likely it's one of those days. I should not be talking to you. I should be buying. And you guys are not even watching. But you guys, you'll never... All right, we got a couple people in. Let's go. Stir up the eggs, guys. 4 people in, yes. So as I was saying, when no one was watching, sometimes the markets only give you a day or two to buy, and then we're headed right back up. I think this might be one of those days. This is a good chance to buy. If you've been holding a lot of money on the sidelines, this is a good day to get in. Buy some stocks. DJT stock is looking really good. And the haters have a lot against that stock. Because obviously the stock's a piece of shit. Obviously Trump's a piece of shit. But the stock's going to go higher. So it's easy for the haters to deceive people, to get them to sell their DJT stock, to get them to not buy options, to, you know, get them to short it. Yeah, because they got a lot of crap on DJT. It's a piece of shit. But in reality, that does not matter. I'm only interested in what stocks are going to go higher. And I think DJT is going to go higher, even though it's not a good company, even though Donald Trump is not a good man. The stock's going to go way higher because Trump's his perceived view is going to change. When the stock market starts to surge, Trump's going to be looking really good. All of a sudden, DJT stock is going to skyrocket because it has Trump in the name. DJT, Donald J. Trump. It's a crazy meme stock, you know. Remember, back when I was working on the golf course, there were stocks that were worth absolutely nothing that were skyrocketing, okay, like DJT. And this is a perfect example, okay. Another one you know is GameStop. Another one is AMC. There's lots of them. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you want to get rich. If you want to learn about the latest stock information, gold and silver, we called it here. I told you guys gold and silver were going to go up. Silver is still really, really strong right now. It's over 50. I've been noticing that silver is, it's just staying very strong. This is the first time ever that silver went above 50, and it came below, then it went right back up. Never happened before. Usually, whenever we get above 50, it usually drops for about 30 years. This time, it only dropped for about 1 month. That tells me that silver is going to be going to $100. Okay, very, very soon. You think silver is going to go to 100 with the stock market dropping? No, no. Silver's not going to go to 100 with the stock market dropping. Let me tell you something. The stock market's not going to drop. Yeah, it's going to crash way in the future, but I'll tell you when that time is here. The stock market's not going to drop right now, guys. This is the time to be bullish, okay? It might drop a little bit more short term, yes, but we are going higher, I think. Not financial advice. Not financial advice at all. And my analysis can change at any moment, but I don't think it will. The David Hunter melt-up is fully underway, and we need shakeouts like this. The market's going to keep going higher, and all the time they're going to be trying to scare you out, trying to make you sell, okay? Do not sell. Unemployment, bro, please speak English in slow motion, please, please. Speak English. Yes, I do speak English. Thank you. But yes, we're going to get rich. Predicts the market trend, but then says not financial advice. Yes, it's not financial advice. You can't give financial advice. But yes, the market trend is obviously going to be higher because inflation, and money's got to find a place to go. Money's going to go to stocks, crypto, and precious metals. It's going to go anywhere. Money's going to go anywhere. It looks for yield. And also, money is going to be going to foreign dividend stocks. The number one foreign dividend stock, I'll tell you, but you guys aren't even going to care. You'll be like, oh, whatever. It's Petrobrazil. It's number one foreign dividend. Second one is Ecopetrol. Because crazy dividend, and it's a commodity, and it's oil. Oil is going to be skyrocketing up to $400 a barrel. So Petrobrazil, I'm putting that over $100 a share. Over $100. It's only $13 right now. Imagine how big the dividends are going to be when Petrobrazil is at $100. They're going to be, the dividend is going to be higher than the stock is even worth right now. Can you believe how insane that sounds? You can't see it now, but when it actually happens, then you're going to look back and say, oh, yes. And hindsight is 2020. So when you go into the future, you're going to see clearly that what I'm saying now, I was dead on, you know. But it's going to take a couple of years for you guys to actually see that. The majority of people that watch my videos are not going to believe the stuff that I say about stocks, the direction of the stock market, gold and silver. Silver going to $300, most people are not going to believe me. But then when it happens, then you're going to look back and you'll say, okay, he was right. Now I can understand. Now I see why it happened. But yeah, that's just life. You got to get used to the crowd going in the wrong direction. Do not follow along with the crowd, okay? That's one lesson I gotta give to you guys. Don't follow the crowd. Ooh, and tomorrow is crypto payday. SMC work or not Forex trading? What's your turning point in your life? What was your turning point? Okay. I can tell you. I'll tell you. The turning point that got me moving towards success, it happened in 2021. That's when I got off drugs. 2021, I guess, I was weaning myself off for a few years, and then I completely quit. And then I started chasing success. And I also realized that the importance of, well, there's a lot I could say. I started learning about female nature. I realized if you want to get a wife, high quality one, you got to have a lot of money. So that's when I started chasing paper back in 2021. I was learning a lot of things and then just researching, gaining wisdom for all those years, just doing as much research as I could every night, year after year after year. It all finally clicked together. And I was like, okay, I got to get rich. Number one thing I got to do is get rich. Once you figure that out, your life's going to change and you're going to be headed in the right path. Once you learn how to get rich, everything's going to change. Confidence is going to skyrocket. Your money's going to skyrocket. And I realize that as men, we have to work on our strengths. So, got to become wiser. We got to gain more muscle. Got to gain more strength. We got to get higher testosterone. That testosterone makes you competitive. It's going to make you successful in the stock trading world. Okay, guys? Or any job that you're in. So you got to focus on a healthy diet. Like I'm eating right now. But yes, I realized, after studying women for so many years that you got to get money, You have to be a good provider. A woman is not going to want to have a family with you if you're a bum, okay? So that's why I figured out I had to become a millionaire. Then it opens up way more options, okay? Like right now, as a man, let's say you're a 10 out of a 10. Let's say you're a 5 out of a 5 as a man. You might have to settle for a woman that's a 2 out of a 10, okay? If you're a 5 out of a 10, you have to get a woman that's a 2 out of a 10. But if you get rich, if you're a 5 out of 5 as a man and you're rich, then you can get a woman that's a 10 out of a 10 or a 9 out of a 10. Okay? So it all comes down to the ability of the man to provide. Okay? That's what I figured out, and it clicked. And I was like, shit, let's get rich. So I started studying stocks. When I figured all this out, I started going to the library and I started getting books on investing. Okay? None of that Dave Ramsey bullshit. I've already studied all that shit. Real books on investing. And I read every single book about investing that the library had. Okay? And then I started buying more books. And I just started to get out of debt. Then I started investing, started saving, started buying gold, silver, platinum, palladium, copper, nickel, oil stocks, gold stocks. Then I learned about options. So you just have to take it one level to the next, to the next, to the next. You have to keep leveling up in your knowledge and on your muscle, your body, your health. You got to plan to live 100. Okay? Most people live their lives one day to the next. You have to learn to understand that the future is coming. What do you want the future to be like? Do you want to be weak? Do you want to be in a wheelchair? Do you want to have arthritis? No. Do you want to get cancer? No. So you've got to change that now, in the present. You can change your future if you change in the present. But yeah, that's when it all started. Back in 2021. That's when I said, I'm going to keep on leveling up and I'm not going to stop until I'm a millionaire. And even then, I'm not going to stop. But let me take a look at some of these comments, okay? So, now the question was, what was his turning point? Bro just yapping. Man, I'm in India having to watch retail showroom, but with very less football. What should I charge? What? Well, I'm really not sure. TF is this dude talking about? Man, I'm in India. This guy's in India. I know. You want to be rich just to get a woman? No, but if you get rich, you will have more options. Okay, your options are going to be limited if you're poor. If you're really poor, you might not be able to get a woman at all. Especially today, men. A lot of men are remaining virgins. They haven't had sex yet, and they're in their 20s. Modern women have far more sexual experience than men, and this is destroying the dating world. You should never be with a woman that has more sexual experience than you, unless you just want to have some fun. And that's why a lot of men go for older women, Yep. But getting rich will give you more options, not only with women, but with everything else. Cars, houses, land, businesses. If you get rich in the stock market, you can start a legit business. But if you don't get really that rich in the stock market, you can't really start a great business. You got to start really tiny business. You got to get rich. All comes down to that. I don't want to get rich just for a woman, but I want to get rich to get a woman and have a family and be able to pay for my kids' college and everything that they need. You know? You guys aren't going to, a lot of you guys aren't going to comprehend what I'm saying because you haven't, had the same experiences in life. Some of you still need to have those experiences before you come to me. Before you come to the understanding that I have. Some of you guys need to go down. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's going to happen. But either way, if you guys are smart enough and wise enough, you will believe what I'm saying. If you're much smarter, then you might say something totally different, though. Yes. Yes, a job alone will not make you rich. You have to make money work for you. You have to become an investor. Job alone will never make you rich. Good afternoon, King. Avadia Vendetta. I've never heard of that one. Think about Advatia. What is that, a crypto? A lot of you guys are already going to understand, There's a book you should read called The Game. That's a good book. Ooh, look, gold is moving back up now. Let's see if the stock market's moving back up too. I got about 5 more minutes to talk to you guys. So what can I say that can help you? Let me figure this out. I'll figure it out, guys. Don't leave. I'll say something else good before this ends. I promise. It just started raining. I got to go to work on my motorcycle. Most people would be complaining, crying, to say, I can't go to work now, it's raining. I can't ride my motorcycle in freezing rain. Don't let that be you. Don't be a wimp. Do whatever you have to do to get that money, okay? Even if you're walking. I just walked to work 2 days ago. 7 miles. You guys got to be tough if you're going to get rich, okay? Exercises like this can help you get rich. Challenge yourself daily. Do different things to challenge yourself, okay? Whenever something's hard, do it. Eminem said money doesn't buy happiness, it buys crazy ass happiness. I like that. Eminem, very smart dude. I promise you, he's a very smart dude. Probably has an IQ of 125 or more. Being religious is a waste of time. Well, a lot of people think being religious is a waste of time. You got to go to church. It's a waste of time if God doesn't exist, And it's a waste of time if you're in one religion, but the true God is a God of a different religion. There are many circumstances where religion is a waste of time. But if you know the one true God, Jesus Christ, then it's not a waste of time because you could actually legit get into heaven. What we are experiencing here is only a snapshot of our existence. That's what's so hard to understand because this earth is all we know. This is all we know. We can't comprehend a heaven or another dimension. That's what heaven is. It's in another dimension where things are going to be totally different. You could probably smell colors. You could probably see millions of miles away. You could probably zoom in with your eyeballs in this, wherever heaven is. You could probably fly. You probably don't need to breathe. It's a whole different way to exist in heaven, okay? And I believe it is legitimate. And then one thing, a lot of people say, I choose not to believe in God because I believe in science. How do you think those laws of science came into existence? Think the Big Bang just happened naturally? No explanation, no possibility of how it could happen? Or do you think God started the Big Bang? Do you think God did all the fine tuning? Yes. It's highly improbable that we are existing from natural causes. It's so improbable that it could never happen. The odds of us evolving from non-living matter are impossible. Okay? Without God, there wouldn't be Jesus Christ. Yeah. Dude, wait for 100 years and we'll get all answers. I think we have all the answers that we need. We have all the information on this earth that we need. Yes, I want to keep learning more. I want to know everything, every conspiracy, but we just can't, you know? We can figure out the majority of this stuff, but I believe in God because the odds of, you know, evolution, I believe it's impossible from the studies that I've done. What we witness is macroevolution, or we witness microevolution, and there's no way scientifically possible that micro changes can cause new genetic information, macroevolution. Therefore, God. That's my belief is evolution can't happen, therefore God. And you have to figure out which God. I came to the conclusion that it is the God of, you know, the Bible, the King James. Science was not what it is today. Right. That's true. Science will give all answers with time, like, can you think people believing in God after 3,000 years from now? From 3,000 years from now, I'm guessing the earth won't exist. God will have already returned and destroyed the earth. So probably 3,000 years from now, not even, I don't need to worry about that. You think because science is going to continue to advance, eventually we'll find a way of how the Big Bang happened naturally. No, that's not true. That is not necessarily true. We can learn everything there is to know, and we could even learn more that the Big Bang is more unlikely. Okay? The more we know, the more we might come to God. Okay? AI exposed religions. Many religions are already exposed.
Don't you have to go to work?
I was going to ride my motorcycle.